Talk about this? If I could undo all that happened that day, I'll do this for all eternity.
Potato!
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Accio.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me. I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm. last possible moment. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles out, you... Excellent. Good. Not to worry. Splendid! That's it! Happens to the best of us. Very good. Points to Gryffindor. But there's certainly no sport in play. Some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Be sharp. That is how it's done.
Accio.
Let us see this. There we go.
Excellent control there.
Watch this. Yes!
Accio.
Stay focused. Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Here we go. That is how it's done.
Accio.
Splendid!
Let us see this. There we go. Be sharp. Phew.
Accio.
Don't lose your composure. Very good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Well done back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Well, it's been nice talking and competing with you.
And with you. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
course, you can use Accio on humans, if you're so inclined.
A word, Professor Rowe.
Well, you'd be using it on clothing, to be precise, Sebastian. You know it won't work on humans.
After my brother learned the summoning charm, it was constant Accio this, Accio that. Cutlery flying everywhere. Quite unsafe, really.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor? Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the exp? Miss Onai is a talented witch. Take it in stride. One often gains the most from the battles one has lost.
Of course, Professor. It was a challenging match.
Miss Onai...
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Accio!
Partially worked, we still look this
Werewolves, where were you? In the Goblin Rebellion of 1752?
And by the end of it, the Minister for Magic was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, what fun! I won't say my goodbyes. I shall cheer for the boy who says you're telling lies.
I'm not telling lies, Peeves. It was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't. It was Basil Flack.
Oh, fight, fight! It's a bold attack. Was the Minister a boot or the Minister a flack?
Stop it, Peeves. You'll get us in trouble.
In trouble you will be, but you can't give Peeves a smack. She says it's a boot, and he says it's a flack.
Peeves, enough. You'll get us all detention. And you're both wrong anyway. It was Hephaestus Gore.
It wasn't Boot and it wasn't Flack, but you're all in trouble with Professor Black.
Protego! Accio!
I feel sorry for are the ones who don't receive any power.
You should...
Nobody can do a hex like me. Someone really...
Obviously, it wasn't the best.
Accio!
It's your own fault and I'm stuck.
Lumos.
There's nothing like it in all of Britain, you know. About the only place that doesn't come with to be honest, I was able to find in Hogwarts. friends and I lose track of the time whenever we're at the Three Broomsticks. Nearly missed exam time. Oh, did you hear about the... I enjoy my weekly visits to dog rooms. I find I'm more comfortable around plants than people, to be honest. I should have known better than to buy something from a child walking the streets of Hogsmeade. Little scallywag. Gold, they said it was. More like the work of a leprechaun. Stuff disappeared in a few hours. Such a moonlight. Forgot to read the chapter for potions today. Wish I had a potion to remind myself to do my homework. I tried telling Hecate that someone cast Evanesco on my assignment. She said if I didn't get it sorted, I'd be the one getting vanished. I still can't believe that girl wrote her essay on shrinking solutions and thought it would be clever to shrink it before handing it in. I spent all night working on my history of magic essay. Almost fell asleep in class today. Though I suppose that's normal in history of magic. At least you didn't do what that first year did. Spent hours collecting Dittany only to find it was all weeds. I wish I could simply charm my exercise books to finish my homework for me. I always feel quite safe in Hogsmeade. It's your own fault if you come unstuck. That's what my mum would say. And certainly keep away from Mark's. If I had to pick one shop that would be glad rags, it was always very helpful every time.
takty que veces nebude viděna.
Accio, Lumos.
How nice to see you, my young friend. Accio.
Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Levioso!
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent.
Levioso!
Good. Now, the basic cast.
Levioso!
Well done.
Levioso! Levioso!
Very good. But the best way to practice is by duel. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
This should be
Protego.
easy. Protego. Case things.
Levioso!
Lucky.
Nothing lucky about it.
Good form.
I know.
A perfectly executed Levioso.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot.
Thank you.
All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Nice work.
I enjoy.
Didn't expect a new...
I've Jordan.
You know...
Exclusive.
If... Whether it's joining us... Good. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned. Till next time.